So the most common mistake that I see, actually, all of the mistakes that I see come from just people that don't have clearly defined objectives for the show or goals for the show. A lot of the companies we work with, as we progress and help them with their strategies, they do start to define these better. But at the beginning, they're just kind of winging it. And if we can get these objectives more clearly defined, that's where we can help you have success. Another couple things that we see a lot is, and try to get people to change, is lack of pre-show marketing. You're spending all this time, money, effort to get to the show, but what are you doing for the 30, 60, 90 days leading up to the show? You can market through social media, of course, have your sales team market the show and the booth space. Try to set pre-scheduled appointments. There's a statistic that when attendees go to trade shows, up to 80% of their time is already accounted for. So what we want you to do is be part of that 80% and have a pre-scheduled meeting with them. And all this goes back to having those predefined goals and objectives, and that helps shape your pre-show strategy. And then the other biggest mistake that we see is post-show following up with leads. One suggestion is to make sure and designate one person that's in charge of all the leads. Most of these are all digital now, and you can save them in various different lead generation programs. But every once in a while we'll get an exhibit back from a show, and we'll pop open the crate and there's a stack of leads inside the exhibit that company XYZ just spent all this money to get to the show. So make sure that you have a plan for before the show and after the show, and how are you going to follow up on the leads. On the more functional side of mistakes that we see, and this is something that we see as we walk show floors and other people's exhibits, it's something we really suggest against when we're helping our clients design their exhibits, but graphics that are too busy, too much text, too much information on some of the signage. We always like to think of your exhibit initially on the high level as a billboard, and just really quick messaging to catch someone's eye. Of course, once you have them inside the booth space, there are areas and opportunities to have more information. But printing a lot of this on graphics in a trade show environment just isn't very effective. Also, it means you have to update the graphics continually, which adds to cost. We want to, do that in a more cost-effective way. You can do it through AV content, interaction with your team, and more personal communication. But try to keep the graphics and the messaging just really basic and eye-catching at first.